Here's a quick review on the steps to drawing Lewis structures. I'm going to work out the steps using the example CH2O. First of all, you'll want to draw each of the atoms present in the formula that you see and its dot structure. So you would look at the column that each element is in, and the number at the top of the column tells you how many dots. Carbon is in group 4A or 14, so the 4 tells me I have 4 dots. And you want to spread them out as much as possible. Then I have 2 hydrogens in this formula. Their hydrogen is in group 1, so each of them would only have 1 dot. And then oxygen is in group 6A or 16, so it has 6 dots. Then you need to choose an atom to go in the center of your Lewis structure. We choose the atom that has the most unpaired dots, most unpaired electrons. And when you spread out carbon's electrons, it has the most unpaired, so it goes in the center. Side note, anytime you have carbon in your formula, it's going to go in the center. Then you want to start lining up the other elements so that the single dots pair up or line up to make a shared pair. So I can put one of the hydrogens on one side and connect those single dots to make a covalent bond. I'll put another hydrogen with its single dot on just any of the other 4 sides and make another bond. And then I'll put oxygen on one of the other 2 sides. Oxygen has 2 single dots, so I'll line up one of the single dots with carbon's single dot and make a bond. But I'm not quite done with this molecule yet. Your finished Lewis structures should have no single dots left. So I've got a single dot for carbon and for oxygen. I'm actually going to move those up so that carbon and oxygen can share them and make a second bond between the carbon and oxygen. A little neater looking finished product for this formula might look like this. Things that you'll want to do to check your answers would include looking and making sure that you have the right number of bonds. Hydrogen only ever needs 1 bond beside it, so each of those H's should only have 1 line going to another element, not 2. And then for everything that's not hydrogen, you would look and see how many valence electrons they have. Anything that's not hydrogen should have 8 valence electrons. Remember, the dashes count as 2. So this carbon has 2, 4, 6, 8, which is good. And then the oxygen has 2, 4, 6, 8, which is good. So those are my checks to make sure that I've got a finished Lewis structure.